M0FXB, welcome to my channel and my videos on the ICOM ID52. Thanks very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you find it helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe. 7-3, all the best. M0FXB, here are the ID52 straight from Japan, and the YAESU FT3D, probably made in Japan. So I do think they are quite similar radios, not to look at, but in what they do. The YAESU FT3 is C4FM, and the ICOM 52 is D-Star. And the wired modes that they use is on this one, it's terminal mode, access mode. You can see some GPS coming through there. And on this one, it'll be PDN mode. And of course, on both, you can use things like jumbo hotspots, OpenSpot 3, DV Mega, and all sorts of stuff. They're both VHF, UHF radios. They both have GPS. And if you look here at the top, they've both got a GPS lock. So I'll see if I can go quick. And then we'll go to GPS information there. And then on this one, I think you just push the DISP button. And I'm sure you get more information that by just tapping the screen. There you go. How nice is that? So there's displaying the satellites. Got a bar graph here on this one. So we can go back and we can go select quick menu and go position. Get our position. Back now. I can't remember. Oh, there's our position here. That's what this says. It's interesting how the positions on each radio are actually different. It could be that one there is isn't the actual position. Let's do it again of myself. Actually, no, it is. Oh well, they're different. So right. So let's back out anyway. So at the moment, this is the FT3 is on VHF. It doesn't have to be. If we go to the B, we go to VFO mode and look, 2 meters. They both have quite wide band coverage, and I'd say they both have reasonably okay batteries. I would say that the FT3 battery lasts longer, and the decision to make the radio smaller with a certain size screen probably paid off battery wise. Put them closer together. It's the 52 screen is definitely bigger. Now, how much do they cost to buy? You'll get this one for £380, and I think that's very good value for what it does. You know, they both send photographs, both of these radios. In the menu here, go to look, picture, photographs. The FT3, if it's in digital mode, you can send photographs. I always do it and put it into group mode. So let's just get it into a digital frequency. A and B is here. Let's go mode. There you are, DN. And I think even now, as it is, you can send it. If there's another DM radio and it sends a photograph, the FT3 will go, oh, you're sending a photograph. And there's group mode there. Group mode is sort of, if there's 4 or 5 people talking DN to this radio, it will start to populate them in little squares in here, even with a hotspot. It's quite cool. And then you can send each other messages and photographs. Got to remember how to get out of this now. Let's go back. No, let's hit group. They are out of group mode. Out of picture mode here. Just push this twice. Now, the other thing you've got is the scope, band scope. They both do band scopes. Now, the scope on the 52 is better, but it's not brilliant, but it's better. There you go. Oh, let's just go into single mode. They both need to be in single mode to use the scope. Now we're on a hotspot. There's no one talking there. Let's just try OpenSpot. No, let's try an FM analog one. So what we'll do, we'll hold down DR. So it's full DR mode on this radio. And we'll go into our memory channel. That's All Star. And let's, they both do DTMF. Now with the FT3, to get DTMF, you hold down the PTT, push DTMF, and you can go, you know, type in what you need. And with the 52, you go quick. Now we've already stored it in the memory, so actually we've got to turn off the scope. So quick, scope off, then go quick, go down to DTMF. We'll find it in a sec. Oh, there it is there. And we've got these stored in. So this is HubNet, and it's dialing now. And we're on HubNet. And if we turn the scope on now, there you'll see scrolling down. And I think for a handheld, it's nice. I think it would have been nicer if they thought of a way of making the scope look better. Right, so well, now FT3 has got what they call cam mode. I'm not sure if I can remember how to do it, but we'll just push FMW and we'll go to cam. Now it has got into it. Now what you do, you store groups, and you can store 5 groups. I haven't stored them, and they come up like little graphs here, and you can effectively monitor 5 groups at the same time, but you can only hear one, and that does look cool. Now the 52 hasn't got that. Let's go back. Now with digital, you have TX and RX here at the top, and that is digital coding. So I'm not sure, never really used it, but I mean, if you go menu here and look at the different kind on the 52, let's turn off the scope. No, I didn't turn it off, did it? Scope off, there you go. So it's in single receive, it does show your GPS data, a bit like the D74. So, well, what was we talking about? Right, back to, we were talking about the different little tones, weren't we? So go quick, and then go down to different tones. Let's have a look. So look, you've got DTCS, DTCSR. So never used it, but Fusion has their version, could be the same. APRS. Now the FT3D, this is why, partly why I think it's such good value, has full APRS. If we find their APRS menu, and it's touchscreen as well. The 52 is not touchscreen, so you can touch APRS and then you get the full menu there. You can scroll up and down, and what a long menu. It's got messages, everything, tracking, modem, it's text, pop-ups. It's extensive and it works very well. Obviously you need a good antenna or good location. So quite impressive. Now the 52 GPS, there's your sort of menu there. So again, quite a lot of stuff, but it's not full APRS. But you will receive and transmit DPRS and show up on APRS FI. Let's have a look now. DV getting out. So for D-Star, you get terminal mode, access mode. Access mode basically turns this 52 into a hotspot, which still needs to be tethered to a computer. Terminal mode is bypassing the need for a hotspot and using your USB cable to connect you to a laptop and then get you onto a reflector or XRF and XLX. CD, really that's just showing the history of all the digital contacts coming through. Yeah, they both have SD cards. Just slide in the side, PTT, squelch, all that kind of stuff. Firmware wise, the FT3D is harder to do, and my memory says that you do it mainly using a cable in the side here, where the 52, very easy to upgrade the firmware. Put it on an SD card, the new file, click firmware, I'll show you a menu, go to SD card. Now the D-Star radio needs a CSV file for all the repeaters as well. Anyway, go to SD card and put input, Now go back, go to firmware. There you go, firmware, and look, you get this warning. So, and then you just upload it, or you can import. You can save and load settings from an SD card, but you can also import files like CSV files and things like that, which is pretty good. And you can change your opening picture. I've got one saved here. So when this radio boots up, it boots up with an opening picture. I can't remember it. No, I'm pretty sure that the FT3 does that as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. I can't remember if I put one on yet or not. Let's turn it off. Turn it on. I think I've seen videos on YouTube that show it. Yeah. Well, if you can, I'll make a video on it and I'll do it because it'll be fun. Right. So both have Bluetooth. On the 52, I've put a big BP307 battery. I would say that the battery on the FT3 is definitely better than the battery that comes with the 52. Really isn't enough. I don't think it is anyway. That's my opinion. So I mean, they both do airband. Both have quite big scanning menus. If we go to set, go to the scan section. You've got all this scanning stuff, and I'm pretty sure this has as well, if I can find the scanning menu. Could be anywhere. I'm sure it's here. Maybe under TXRX? No. Options? No. You've got Bluetooth. Both have Bluetooth. There it is there, blind. Scan. And you've got a big scanning menu here. I actually sold the FT3 and bought it back because I regretted it. And I think if you've got an FT2, you should sell it and get one of these. They're just better. And you'll get good money for the FT2. There are complaints that the audio is a bit tinny on these. I suppose it is. But, I mean, I've took that rubber grommet off. They're both waterproof, you know. IP's at 68. One of them, anyway. Both do AM. Get back and let's go dual band. Now, the FT3 will actually do like a triple receive when the radio's on, so I'll show you how. We'll go, let me think now, FMW, and then you hit go across and go to A dual. See it says A dual? Look at that. Oh, it's Boris. There you go. It's all going on with politics. And then on this radio, we'll put the same frequency. So we'll go menu, FM radio, on. Turn it to, let's hear some British politics.
Hospitality sector.
So I'll show you how loud the speaker is on the
fed up of these restrictions as well.
52.
The decision actually hasn't yet been made to open up, despite all the excitable exchanges in the Commons and
and it'll be made on Monday, according to the
it's loud, you know, it's good and loud, good, loud, solid sound. Now let's do. Oh, do you see that? Something that was APRS transmit. It must have the auto turned on. It's on the wrong frequency for that.
Yes, have they? Because we know
so there's your
FT3 of 100,000 infections a day, which is a massive number of infections a day, more than that we've had in some of the other peaks. They justify that by saying that the link between infection.
There you go. So it's good. You know, it's definitely good enough. And you know, you get a Bluetooth headset, or you can get an earpiece. So turn that off, you just go FMW, A dual, and you're out of that. And in this one, just select radio off. Okay, and then they both do voice record. And they have menus for that. And voice. This one you can record and transmit automatically. You know. Did you see that? There's a memory menu here for changing call signs, looking at repeater lists. That's your typical DR mode. If you've never used DR mode and you've got D-Star radios, look into it because it transforms the radio, if you ask me. So that's it. The cable that you need to connect this to the PC, the FT3, is an SCU19 or SCU39. You register to WiresX for free, and they send you a node and a room number. With this in terminal mode, you can use a normal USB cable, and you can run the RSMS1A app, or via Bluetooth as well, which is quite good. Now there is a process. If you Google terminal mode D-Star and registering with a repeater, there's a whole process to that. I've tried it, but it hasn't worked. So the repeater nearest me doesn't really use it, although they're registered to, but so I don't really use it. So I think that's about it. They both have obviously quite extensive memories and group modes. I just tap this, have a quick look. Is there anything obvious? LED lights. Yeah, beacon. They're both beacon, I suppose. Auto transmit APRS or DPRS APRS. Record log. I'll just go show you the menu, the main settings menu in the 52. Call sign station, DV set, DTMF, function, display, SD card, Bluetooth, others. If you get one of these 52s, you need the version 1.20 upwards to do the scope. Actually, I didn't show you the scope on this. Let's try. So the scope is literally just FMW scope. Okay, and there's your scope. So, for me, get one of these second-hand for about 300. You've got a bargain, especially if you get a charger, drop-in charger. They both have drop-in chargers. And all the 51, the 705, and the 52, all the batteries are interchangeable, as is the drop-in charger. And so I'm pretty sure that the charger for this is interchangeable with the FT2. So if you've already got a drop-in charger for the FT2, it'll work on the FT3 and that. So I'm sure I've forgotten something, but they're very good radios. Great fun, well worth the money. I know that the price of these radios have gone up, but you get a lot packed in for your money, and you can walk around and talk to people around the world, with state-of-the-art or walkie-talkie. And you don't have to use the internet, not if there's a good repeater near you. So 7.3, hope you find this useful, and please like and subscribe my channel. Catch you on air, 7.3.